Hello and a very good morning. I be to Dr. Simen and all. Today I'm going to present organization learning and learning organization. This slide is prepared by me, Marilana binti Abu Bakar. Today's content is I will present about definition of organization learning, difference between organization learning and learning organization, types of learning, and the theories of learning organization, and lastly, conclusion. Definition of organization learning. PTM Singh state that by learning we created by ourselves, each of us, there was an incredible desire. Through learning, we can and will be able to improve our quality, such as the potential that we have never thought before. And through learning, we will also feel as if we were a part of a world that is constantly moving and changing. We attend our need to evolve so we could avoid from being someone who living under the rock and left behind. Also, through our learning, we will strive to use all our potential that we have in our own to help organization create continuous success. Next is difference between organization learning and learning organization. Smith in 1991 and Sang in 1977 state that learning organizations are referred to the characteristic of an organization. Meanwhile, Marquardt thinks that learning organizations focus on the continuous learning. Therefore, the learning organization requires continuous action by the staff to create an excellency. Peter M. Singh also stated that the learning organization will continue to seek ideas and improve the quality of organization in order to sustain its success. Therefore, commit self-transformation is to achieve corporate success. The organization also said to nourish the capabilities of each person, whether within and outside of the organization, to continue learning in addition to working. But at the same time, technology is used to optimize learning while improving organizational productivity. Confessory and Cobbs in 1991. According to them, these two concepts have distinctive difference. Sang in 1957 state that the process of making the organization as a learning organization is through the development of organization learning. And organization learning is the key activity in the learning organization. The situation is more focused on specific types of activities and processes that may occur at one level in the organization system, such as individual level, grouping, department, or organizational functions. Therefore, Argyris and Schön define that the learning organization as a process of manner and a correction of error in 1978. Meanwhile, File and Lyles in 1985 also set it into a process of improving action through better knowledge and understanding. It means it's organization learning. In other words, the learning organization is a form or a culture to an organization, while organization learning is a learning process that occurs in a particular organization. Types of learning. In these studies, I identified three types of learning that is important and valuable learning organization in an organization journey. Namely, first, single loop learning. Single loop learning is an individual where a learning organization tries to adapt to environment without changing the original plan or activity. For an example, especially we can see during the pandemic, voice rate, the MCO has issued a command to discontinue all school physical activity for temporarily while the organization takes an initiative in continuing studies by using online learning platform. And secondly is double loop learning. Double loop learning is the changing of policies, norms, or plan framework that lead to major changes in the organization. For an example, we could see that black shoes policy when Minister of Education decide to change from white school shoes to black school shoes in Malaysia. Lastly is duo through loop learning. Lifelong learning, for example, trying to develop more organization even if the organization was seen to have achieved success and strive to maintain it. For an instance, MRSAM. MRSAM is a boarding school. It continues to find the best way to strive and maintain its potential to produce many successful students. Next is the theories of learning organization. There are four models of theory of learning organization. And first is by Peter M. Senge in 1998, the theory of fifth discipline. In the theory of fifth discipline, the first theory is personal mastery. Personal mastery is defined as a ways to improve self-performance and do not quickly feel satisfied with one achievement. Next is mental model. Every member of the industry have to have a positive thinking toward reformation and use the existing experience and also a new experience to assist the industry success. Thirdly is the shared vision. The members must share the same vision and goal without considering the social status or rank. In the fourth theory of fifth discipline is the group learning, where members learn together and try to issue ideas to achieve the vision. Lastly, in the theory of fifth discipline is thinking system. Every individual must practice systematic thinking, not to blame each other in a single problem. Mind that each occurrence has a relationship between each other and working together looking for a solution. Next is by theories of 8S framework HIT by by HIT in 1995. First S is skill. Everyone must play an individual role according to the skill available to achieve the goals of the organization. And second S is structure. An employee must always up toward learning, interested in learning and knowing how to learn. Third S is shared vision, where every member come together with a sharing vision. Fourth S is the synergetic team, an energetic group of all aspects to develop an organization. The fifth S is strategy. An organization must have a good and systematic strategy to strive and sustain its success. Staff is the next S. Have an employee defined. Must have an employee that are willing to share ideas, skills, and advantage to help develop organization. Next is system. In organization, there must be a system that performs systematically in accordance with the work procedure as scheduled. So there won't be a chaotic and all. And lastly is style leadership. A leader who has a good credibility is able to give a good picture. And eventually, they can influence their people to implement the vision that they have been sharing. Next slide is the theories by Watkins and Marsalis in 1996. Watkins and Marsalis has 7 theories. And firstly is the global. Global means creating a strategic leadership. And secondly is networking by connecting organization with the environment of surrounding. Thirdly is the continuous learning opportunity. Watkins and Marsalis think that creating organization community who love to learn changes. Fourth is encouraging dialogues and us. An organization must nurture the spirit of dialogue to discuss the ideas and provide information to help improve organizational performance. Next is documentation. A good documentation must provide a complete information for reference in the future. And the next one is the team learning, where everyone come together to create cooperation to achieve a good teamwork. And lastly is the decline of power. Leader must provide assignment to their respective field of expertise. Means that his mean that a leader must divide the task and trust them with the task given. The last model of theories of learning organization is the theory by subsystem learning by Marquardt. Marquardt states there are 5 theories of subsystem learning. Firstly is the technology. The technologies are able to connect between teachers and students, gaining knowledge for more effective teaching purposes. Second theory is humans. Refer to all individuals involved in the organization, such as leader, employees, suppliers, and customers. Next is learning. Learning customization follow the times changes to ensure teaching and learning more present and effective. Beside that, organization. Organization means it involves structure, vision, strategy, and culture. And lastly, in the theory of subsystem is knowledge. The member is provided with knowledge according to current trend. For example, by providing them training through seminars, workshop, courses, and so on. The advantage of learning organization. The learning organization benefit are to produce quality organization members by foster learning process culture within the organization. It also to make organization as a place of learning. So when learning organization is part of a place of learning, therefore they can enhance creativity, entrepreneurship capabilities, and autonomy. Organization. When organization is a part of learning places, they can anticipate and adapt the rapidly changing and unpredictable. They also can accelerate development of new product processes and new server to increase efficiency and win competition with other organizations. Learning organization benefit by disseminate knowledge to all members of the organization. They can also learn from the mistake they make more effectively in groups. Therefore, they make an organization more proficient at each organization level. And the learning organization also can make times to implement new strategy in organization when they learn a lot from their mistake and they get a new knowledge. Therefore, they can stimulate continuous improvement in organizational work. In conclusion, learning is a fundamental norm to humans, whether formal or informal learning. It will be able to develop a person's potential in the future. And the fact that the truth is learning can find their way to mankind throughout your life. With this, the learning organization is the perfect place for individuals who prefer new knowledge. This is all by me for today. Thank you.